Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today we need to talk about Jeffree Star coming back to LA for his skincare launch party and the fact that Tana Mongeau's attendance has everyone super confused. It felt literally like 2019, you guys. I felt like I was transported back in time when I logged into social media Tuesday night to see these three at a party together. Shane, Jeffree, and Tana. Jeffree had just announced that he was finally, after years and years of talking about it, releasing his skincare line.
Today is probably one of the most exciting days of my life. This project has been under wraps and worked on for years. And finally, today, we are unveiling Jeffree Star Skin! I can't believe it, you guys. Finally, my skincare line is here. The first 7 products of the core line. Of course, there's a lot of growing room for this brand.
He invited Shane, Tana, and so many other influencers to attend this launch, and there was so much that came out of it.
How was it seeing Shane?
Oh my God, so Shane's here tonight.
Right, I noticed that.
He never leaves the house and you're about to see him. We're actual real best friends, and even through all the drama and craziness, we always have each other's backs. So
really?
He's here to support and he hasn't left the house in 2 years.
The Hollywood Fix did ask Jeffree if him and Shane ever did really have a falling out because there were rumors swirling around when there was a lot of drama going down last year, but he says no, and he also says that in terms of other people that he's actually had drama with, if they want to apologize, he might be open to being friends with them again.
Did you guys have a falling out before?
No, we never did. Yeah.
You never did?
I think people assume that because there was so much chaos a few years ago, but we're perfect, yeah.
Do you think that you would ever be back friends with anyone that you've had falling outs with?
If they ever want to apologize, let me know.
Really? Okay.
Shane was in attendance at the party, like I said, and the Hollywood Fix, of course, had to ask him some questions about him and his career. Shane hasn't been seen by the Hollywood Fix literally since that one time he was running away from them on Rodeo Drive.
Shane Dawson is making the run for his life.
But he said that he's in a really good place now and he's happy.
Are you mentally doing okay? How was the move?
Try not to make a joke. No jokes. Yeah, I'm doing really good.
You're doing well.
Which seemed pretty obvious after the video I made last week when I said that Shane came back to his channel. He's making content again like he used to, and he's working on a new conspiracy series. He opens up about posting more on his channel in this interview, and he also is talking about the hate comments. He says he does not read comments. He has Rylan read them first before he goes in and looks and replies to people.
When you post, do you get like good comments, or do people hate on you, or like?
I read a little bit, and then he'll tell me, he'll say they're nice, so then I'll look and I'll reply. But yeah, people.
Okay.
I feel like I don't know. I'm in a good place. I'm happy, and if people are, it is what it is, and I'm happy.
Now, the biggest thing of the night was that Shane and Tana were in the same place at the same time, and it seemed like they were getting along. Shane didn't even know that Tana was going to be invited until the Hollywood Fix told him, and he looked a little bit shook when he found out.
Tana's coming too. I think she is
tonight.
Yeah, so she was another canceled cast member,
and they even joked about it being a canceled reunion.
This is a canceled coming out
like reunion or something.
Reunion.
The canceled reunion.
It definitely seems like a canceled reunion. I mean, Jeffree's been canceled, Tana's been canceled, Shane's been canceled. This was a serious cancellation party. But the weird part for people is the fact that just last year, and even just a couple months ago, Tana was liking tweets that were calling out Shane for his old content and his behavior in videos with her. There was one video in particular where she, peed on him, and she liked tweets about it saying, "Trigger warning, Shane Dawson. The fact Shane Dawson made Tana Mongeau on him as soon as she turned 18 doesn't sit right with me. I can't believe I watched that video and thought it was funny." Okay, but like, does anyone remember that weird video where Shane Dawson made freshly turned 18-year-old Tana Mongeau on him? WTF was that about? He was even weirdly massaging her stomach to make her faster. Tana never tweeted anything in specific, but just liking these tweets alone had people feeling like she did not approve of the things that her and Shane were doing in their collaborations together, and she also did feel like it was weird. Tana's also come out and tweeted out about how a lot of people, when she was first beginning YouTube, were taking advantage of the fact that she was super young and using her for content. Last year, she had specifically tweeted out to all the famous, successful old guys who dated or got at me when I was 17, 18, 19, and 20 weird. I see that now too with these young TikTok girls. Guys are weird. If there's a 10-year age gap and he just understands you, something is wrong with his brain. Specifically, people felt like she was talking about David Dobrik using Jason Nash to make jokes with her, and also with Shane being so much older than her and him being obsessed with her. But Tana's been seen with David since everything came out about him. They're BFFs again. They hang out, they make TikToks, they make videos together, they party together. So I guess it shouldn't be that big of a surprise to people that she's also on good terms with Shane again. Even though just last September she talked more in depth about him on Mom's Basement. She said in this podcast that she feels like he did so much for her career, especially after TanaCon, but she can't stand by the content that he made.
Tana Mongeau, TanaCon, big disaster, right?
Yeah.
Shane Dawson comes in, saves everything, right? For you. And then Shane Dawson is going down for a bunch of weird. We don't hear from Tana. I was like, what the f?
Life is also, for me at least, about who I think people are off camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and like
for sure.
Shane, a lot of that came out. And I think a lot of that came out and I was just
That rhymed.
I didn't resonate with it. Like I was like, this is bad. A lot of the things that happened were not things that I thought were
kosher.
Chill. I look back at a lot of my moments with Shane and I'm like, maybe that was a little too far. Like I was like super 17, super 18. Like maybe you could have been a little more chill.
100%. I get that.
So when they were reunited at Jeffree's party last night, people were shook to see her posting with him, literally putting him on her story. She also just made a ton of jokes last night and a lot of content with Jeffree specifically.
So like you should be so afraid of this duo. Like terrified. We're back. Here's the thing. I got a PR package, but I actually want to kill this. Like skincare or something. Like, Gal, like, I love you.
And she tweeted out saying that Jeffree even was joking about his cancellation, saying, "Can you imagine being canceled so hard you buy a yak farm?" Jeffree right now. And when she posted this TikTok with Jeffree, it says, "Us watching a Shane Dawson documentary for the first time," and it's with the euphoria sound of, "Is this effing play about us?" The comments were super confused because people obviously remembered her calling out Shane, so they thought, oh my gosh, Jeffree invited Tana, he must be shading Shane. Shane and Tana don't get along. There's no way that Jeffree would invite both of them to be in the same room. There must be drama. And people were saying things like, so are Jeffree and Shane no longer friends? Wait, is there Jeffree and Shane drama? And she commented back saying, no, we all were together all night. So a lot of people are just super confused by this. And like I said, Tana is super cool with David Dobrik, despite having tweeted out things about being uncomfortable with having to film with older people like Jason Nash. So I'm honestly not super surprised that she's posting with Shane again. And she knows that it will get her attention and people will click on it and people will be freaking out about it. So I'm sure that's also why she's doing it and why she posted all that stuff. But I bet you guys, James Charles woke up to his worst nightmare today, seeing these three together.
Be so afraid of this duo.
I mean, each one of these people has called him out and been part of his cancellation in some way, some form. Tana, more recently, has been coming out and talking bad about James Charles, but oh my goodness, all they needed was Tati to be at this party.
I'm just curious, are you friends with James Charles?
I really thought you were going to say Jamie Lynn, and I was
Jamie Lynn? No. I'm just curious.
I'm not trying to get canceled again.
Okay.
Jamie, I don't know. I'm not a part of that.
You don't know. Because James, like, he got canceled too, and I talked to him, and he kind of bounced back.
At this point, who hasn't? You know what I mean?
Right.
At this point.
And funny enough, Tana posted a TikTok shading James right before she left for this party. It really did feel like old times seeing stuff from this party, but I definitely want to know what you guys think about seeing all these people together, what Tana said in the past compared to how she's acting in these posts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.